So at what point do you go fight for the first world championship?
So I fight for my first ever world championship on 2 days' notice. So I'm in Slovakia. There was a town. I'm going to tell everyone now on this podcast. I'm going to give the secret away. If you're bored right now, if you're watching this on the internet, load up Google Maps, right? And there's a town called Košice, Kosice. And it's on the opposite end of Slovakia to Bratislava. So Bratislava is the capital, and then you have Košice on the other side. It's 4.5 hours drive from Bratislava. It's about 4 hours drive from Warsaw and about 4 hours drive from Budapest. It's in the middle of nowhere. But all the villages and all the towns, everyone around this little town, every hot girl within about 400 square kilometers lived in this town. Because there was nowhere else to go, right? And they were all there. And when I was going there, this is pre-EU. They didn't have the euro. And me and Tristan used to go there on holiday because we would clean up. And when I say clean up,
Tristan's your brother.
My brother. And when I say clean up, I don't mean clean up like you clean up on holiday with some in Mexico. I mean clean up with tens, like supermodels. It was unbelievable. And a beer is like 30 cents. And we're the only men there who speaks English. It was so much fun. So we used to go to this little town. I'm saying it now because it's completely ruined because they built an airport and then the European Union came along and all the hot girls have left. They all live in Switzerland now and they're all in Dubai and it's all ruined. This is all before Instagram and all that crap, right? Instagram's ruined the world because back then a hot girl would be hot and she'd be stuck in her town. Now she's hot and she's in Dubai, right? So the game's different, right? But so I was in Košice and then I got a phone call from Amir saying you have a world title fight in 2 days. I was literally drunk at the time. And
who's Amir?
Amir's my coach, sorry.
Okay.
He's a Bosnian Muslim. He fought in the Yugoslav conflict. He got shot 6 times, didn't die. That's Amir, right? So he's still like a father to me today. And I must have been crazy. I was like, okay. I can't explain, and I want to say this in a way where it's truly understood. When I say I didn't give a shit if I lived or died, I don't mean that in a sad, suicidal way. I mean that in an empowered, charging at the gunfire way. Back then, I didn't think I had anything that really made me really give a shit about living. Mm-hmm. Not in a do sad way, just in a let's go out in a blaze of glory then. I'm not rich. I don't have nothing. I'm just banging girls in Slovakia. Well, who is this guy? So it was against the French world champion. Jean-Luc Benoit was his name. And the opponent pulled out and they needed a guy on 2 days' notice. And I had to lose 6 kilos, which is around 13 or 14 pounds in 2 days. So
is that easy or hard?
That's hard, bro. 13 pounds in 2 days is a lot of weight to lose. So I just stopped eating, stopped drinking, sitting in saunas, spitting all the water, just dying. Finally made weight, went to France, fought him 12 rounds, my first ever 12-round fight as well, fought him. And they gave the decision to him, but I was robbed. I beat him. And I beat him. I didn't knock him out, but I beat him. And
is this one of the 4 world championships, or this is a 5th?
No. Yeah, well, it should be, yeah. But the tape was so convincing. The tape was actually sent off to the ISKA, the fighting organization, and they demanded a rematch. So they knew I won, right? Okay. But he's French. It was in France, and fighting has a lot of politics to it. You have to understand. I mean, UFC is UFC, the real big ones, but outside of the smaller ones, it makes more sense for the French promotion of a French champion. They'll sell a lot more tickets and a lot more pay-per-views with a French champion.
So basically either you knock him out or it's going to go to
It's kind of like that, right? So they commanded a rematch and I rematched him 7 months later and I knocked him out in the 8th. And I became